Ooh, that was kind of nice.
Welcome everyone, this is Dom, and this is another episode of Kerbal Realism. Ooh, let's take a look at our ship here. Let's turn that off. Yeah, there we go. So this is our new Kerbin to Minmus Express with our latest mission to explore the surface of Minmus itself with Jebediah and Goosley Kerman. It's kind of interesting. They all have the same surname, or last name. I do apologize for... I am American, I promise this. So we are going to try to get ourselves in a orbit around Minmus now. It should not take too much of effort to do. When I mean effort, I really do mean fuel. There we go. That's relatively circular. That's even more circular. Perfect. And that will only be a 208 meters per second burn, which apparently we have in this rocket here, which is currently activated if I remember correctly. Let's go back to staging. Oh, crap. Nope, 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 nope. Don't do that. Apparently there's an issue with that. We're going to have to change our node then, because we just messed it up. Quite a big difference there. There we go. That's about right. Yeah. But anyways, we'll do that burn there. We have about 1,200 meters per second left. That's kind of weird. Are we sapping fuel from something? Shouldn't be. Don't want to run out of fuel in any way. Okay, so we are on stage. Oh no, stage 6, 788. That's right. This has 1,300 meters per second in it left. Cool. Yes, that's right. So let's get to that point there, to that point where we do that burn, which should be in 12 hours, 57 minutes. And we'll wait for Minmus to get much larger in our view here. And there we go. It should only be, according to this, it should be a looks like a 10-second burn, which we have 30 seconds of fuel left. Come on. You'll get there. There we go. So, if you guys missed last episode, I recommend you watch it, because I did a lot of explaining of what we're doing. I really just want to do a lot of execution on this one. Why is this not working? Are we going the wrong way? Are we going the wrong way? You've got to be kidding me here. Oh, darn it. Yep, we are going the wrong way. We have to control from here. There we go. Okay. That was just complete and utter dumbness on my part. I do apologize to everybody that's going, no, you're being a weirdo. You should have thought about this. Yeah, that was really stupid. There we go. Let's go ahead and correct ourselves now. Whew, that was close. We should... I don't even know if we're going to have enough fuel to finish this now. Kind of messed that one up royally. Okay. Okay. Nope, we have not left its sphere of influence yet. So that means we need to use... Oh man, this is bad. Means we need to use some of this fuel here. So it means we need to stage. Oops, that did not sound good. There we go. We have left its sphere of influence. That was wrong wordage, I think. And this activates next in the chain. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Then we can set ourselves to control from here again. There we go. That should be better for us. Okay, and that should be good for now. We should be in a weird orbit. Yep, there we go. And we have a decent amount of fuel left in the sky. We still have about 1,200 meters per second left. in this stage. That was kind of my dumb part to do all that. So this bottom stage here, we need to get landed. And what I want to do is actually bring in an orbit much, much faster than this. So I need to get much lower to do that, to accomplish that. And we will just kind of burn right there. I think that works for me. We'll get to that point. And we will burn for, it looks like, a total of 4 seconds. Whenever we get to that point. So we need to bring, I want to have a nice tight orbit around this, and then we'll choose our landing sites based upon this. If we have a higher deflection than this, which I think we should do anyways, we'll try to get ourselves a little bit deflected, a little bit higher now. Also, that 30 is great, actually. If we can, oopsie, bring ourselves in approximately this orbit, almost polar. That's good. We will be able to just be able to, and it's only a 8-second burn. We will be able to get ourselves landed or lined up for basically any entry point. So, for example, there, we actually might hit that first, those sites first. But if we have this specific orbit, we can just wait for Minmus to rotate under us, and then we can choose our landing site from there. So let's get to that point. In 4 minutes, 50 seconds. I'm hitting the wrong button. Like, why are we not going faster? Bloop, bloop, bloop. And there we go. Oop, I missed it by just a little bit. By just a lot of it. Okay, and stop. The KW engines do not have instantaneous throttle control. So that's something that I've learned over time, to kind of feather the throttle right at the end of a burn. The ones from Kerbal Space Program, the stock ones, tend to have more of an instantaneous control. So what we actually can probably do is line ourselves up. Let's go ahead and put a node here. Come on. Come on. Give me a node, please. Can I place it anywhere? I can't place a node. What's going on? Can't place a node anywhere. This is bad. I really wanted to set myself up to do a retrograde burn so we can land on the top here, but I guess we'll just wing it from now on. Apparently I can't put a node down for anything. Okay, approaching a good time to be able to set ourselves up to entry here. Maybe not, because it's moved from under us. See, that's something that we are actually hoping for. And if we bring our orbit in now, right now we have basically a 6-hour orbit. Somewhere around here it tells you how long it is. It should be an orbit. Orbital period, 6 hours, 21 minutes. If we bring it in a little bit closer than that, by burning retrograde now, let's go ahead and put ourselves retro now, we will be able to bring this in and then make a much faster orbit for us. So we will be orbiting once every, say, hour. If we bring ourselves a little bit closer in. And I'm watching my Apple App's height slowly decline there. And there we go. We're at 1 hour and 18 minutes for one orbit. And at this specific, looks like a kind of a wonky look here. So I want to see what these specific nodes are here. Because if we can land at those, like right now, I would love to. But apparently we can't put a node down, so that would be not very beneficial to us. But we will continue. So let's land at those. I want to do a landing this time around. We will do a fast undock. Okay, here we go. And this guy's going to stay in the orbit. So Goosely's going to watch our backs, basically. As Jeb here who's got a humongous amount of delta V, 2100 meters per second, with just this amount of fuel here, is going to go land on the surface and collect those, what are those called? The samples there. Oh, cool, I can put one down. Good. Maneuver, Maneuvier, and we'll just plummet ourselves into the ground there. And by the time we get to that point, ooh, man, we almost overshot that node. I'm just going to do this from this view now. We will activate our engines. We're going to turn SAS on. Yes, by the time we get to those points, it actually might have moved. Those guys might have actually moved to where we need them to be. I know I'm talking kind of out of my element here. This is a mission that I've really wanted to do. I'm mostly excited for it, if anything. And there we go. That only used like 50 meters per second of our fuel here. We're slightly landing in the sun, which is a decent thing. We'll always go retrograde now. Point this thing retro. And we can, hopefully we're controlling from the right direction, just in case I'm going to do that. Now, this guy's going to have to come back up into orbit when I dock with him. And then we have to dock with the main mission, with the main orbiter here. So that's going to be our main, I think, our main disadvantage. Yes, there we go. So they are rotating under us, which is good. Slightly. We're getting close now. Our altitude is only 12 kilometers. We hit, there we go. If we go slower, we should be okay. Our altitude is 7 kilometers, 6, 5, 4. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start burning now a little bit. We have a humongous, like, our maximum thrust to rate ratio is 50. So I don't think that's completely accurate, but it's definitely definitely a good thing to have all of that extra oomph behind us. So slight burn, barely using any fuel, and we're going to make sure that we do not hit the surface too hard here. And we'll do our temperature scans. Ooh, surface, that's a good thing to always have up. Go, surface. Don't want orbital anymore. Okay, just turn them off for a second. Let ourselves drift in slowly. And it looks like we will be out of the sun. But it looks like it's coming through anyway, so not a horrible thing. Slightly feathering the throttle now. Only about 14 meters per second. I'm going to do a manual move here. Try to move it to center so we go directly down. And we'll go back to retrograde. If you guys have ever wanted to land on a planet, I recommend not the moon to start off. Minmus is actually a much easier surface to land on. And I would recommend landing in one of the big seas in it. The only thing you got to make sure you do is change your surface meter, or your meter here to surface, because Minmus moves quite fast. Okay, cool. We are now on the turn that off, please. That got a little bit iffy for a second. Make sure you turn off your SAFs when you land. Woo! Okay, cool. We are now on the planet, on the surface here. We need to figure out where we need to go. This is the RZ1D2. This is Alpha. So that means we need to check all of this. Temperature scans, the Alpha. Temperature scan on the surface. So that means we need to move our temperature scan over there. And Beta, which should be that one, is also a surface one. So both of these are the surface ones, which are great because these are fly over them, which we can do with this lander guy. Not that bad, but good thing we landed near this guy. So if I set my navigation point, which I didn't know we could do before, we can, first thing we're going to do is fly over there. So I should have done this earlier, but turn that on. Good. And we'll go back to that orientation. Now we have to find which direction to head. There it is. We will just do that. Here's a little symbol on our map because we set our navigation to it. If I do one of these, just kind of make sure that we're heading the correct direction now. And then we set ourselves retrograde. We can then slow ourselves down. I'm just going to keep on switching between these two to check if we're heading the right direction. So it seems to be directly below us now. Yes, we are. So that means we need to go back to retrograde and start killing off our speed. There we go. And descend as slowly down as we can. Just want to move this to as center as possible. Now we're slowly descending back down to the surface. Only 300 meters to go. And then we'll do a seismic scan and one of these guys, one of the temperature scans. We'll take Jeb out, do a surface sample, EVA report, and crew report, which we can probably do now. Space near Minmus, awesome. So we can send that in a second. Report. Ooh, review. Ooh, man. Yep, don't do that. Don't overshoot with your stuff there. There we go. We just sent our crew report, which then means we can take another one from the surface. Let's get down to the surface. Oh, can't time warp. Okay. And it seems that we are going to be at a 9% slope, which is not horrible, but I just remember to turn off SAS as soon as possible. As soon as we get down to landing, what I'm going to do is just slow ourselves down. As soon as we see that we're just about to touch, I'm going to throttle up a little bit, slow ourselves down again, and then hit T. Oh man, no. Okay. This is the moon mission again. It's the moon mission all over again. Now don't break anything. That's all I'm going to tell you to do. Don't break anything. Don't break anything. There we go. And there's no gravity here, basically. So we can just tumble and roll, and it's not that bad. So let's do a crew report from the surface here. And I think we have signal still. So we can... oh, we have to go through here. View report. Hopefully we can send that one. Good. We just sent that one out. We probably completed a contract. Yes, we did, because we took science from the surface. And just doing that paid for the mission easily now. Now we need to do a temperature scan. Log temperature. And that should have finished one of our parameters. So now we have temperature from this area. Collected and recorded temperature data from the environment. 36 science, if we return that like this. And then we will also... I'd like to see... Yes, we are in 1/5. No. Wow, I can't even do math. 0.05 Gs. So 20 times lighter gravity than the surface of Kerbin. There we go. And that will give us 90 science if we recover it. We will also... Where are you? Extend our ladder, which should just embed itself in the ground. Hopefully we can see this on YouTube. Yes, we can. And I brought a ladder with me this time, so I'm going to do the Cheetah EVA report. Board here, and then EVA again. And then we'll go down to the surface. And we will let go of the ladder. And look at him, he's just floating, basically. Oh, I love Minmus. It's my favorite. It is actually my favorite moon. EVA report. Feel a bit like a superhero when you jump in low gravity. We'll keep that one. We'll also do a surface sample. The surface seems to consist of tiny crystal-like grains. Very pretty, probably not edible. And we are in the lowlands. So there's 135 science if we can recover this. So we need to definitely do that. Science in this is very, very useful to us in this game. So this is the lowlands. Lowlands. Awesome. I always kind of label my biomes. That was before I had ScanSat, so it's kind of a automatic thing that I tend to do now. And what we're going to do is jump on over to our science equipment here. Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. And we'll take these out. Ooh, wonder if I can. Hopefully we can do this. Take data. There we go. And we'll take this data as well. Now we can reuse those. So we'll store all the data in the actual capsule itself. And then this area is done. And I'm going to do the next one. And then we will catch you... I think this episode's actually gone for a little bit longer than I wanted to. So what I'm going to do is quit here. And we'll see you in the next one. See you then. Bye-bye.